UKIP councillor David Silvester has blamed gay marriage for the recent display of floods and bad weather in Britain. Mr Silvester has blasted David Cameron for legalising the union of homosexuals, as it conflicts heavily with Christian teachings, and has claimed that the storms affected many parts of the UK are divine retribution for undoing God's laws. Well, by that account, we should be shipping all the gay folk off to the most deserted and barren reaches of the earth to supply those areas with much needed rainwater then. And speaking of politicians who like to make outlandish statements, Tony Blair has recently been the subject of an attempted citizen's arrest. The brave young man responsible for this wanted to claim a bounty on Mr Blair for crimes against humanity regarding the Iraq War. He failed in his attempt but was later awarded £2,000 anyway for his efforts. Considering he's about as popular as Gary Glitter these days, it's surprising that Tony Blair would even bother to walk the streets to begin with. Scientists in Queensland, Australia have issued an apology to a young girl for being unable to create for her a dragon. The boffins had received a letter from the girl, known as Sophie Lester, making the unusual request, but promised they would continue their research into mythical creatures. You honestly couldn't make this up. And something else I couldn't make up is just how bad Manchester United have been this season, with one fan even going as far as calling 999 for their shocking performances. The Red Devils fans, so incensed at the club's embarrassing exit from the League Cup semi-finals to struggle in Sunderland, contacted the emergency services and demanded to speak to former manager Alex Ferguson so that he would come back and help sort things out. Well, if anything, they could have arrested everyone for missing their penalties so badly that night. Probably the reason why that fan couldn't get in touch with Sir Alex Ferguson was that he was too busy commenting on two of his former players, specifically Ashley Young and Cristiano Ronaldo. The former Man United boss has claimed that his influence as manager stopped the players from resorting to diving, as they had become known for doing it a bit too often for everyone's liking. So he stopped them from committing simulation, huh? Well, let's see how well that's worked out since they're parting ways.
This week's weather will be wet, wild and windy, all thanks to gay marriage apparently.
Thank you for watching News Roundup.